Well, the machine looks like he means business. Barely a flicker of emotion on his features as he made his way onto the stage. And the ogre looks frankly scary. He's up for it, no doubt about that, and so are we. James Wade against Morihiro Hashimoto in the company of Stuart Pike and Rod Harrington.
And a real character, isn't he? Hashimoto made a name for himself over the last 2 or 3 years, and the Japanese crowd already getting into the swing of things with the Hashimoto chant we've heard so many times over the years at the Alexandra Palace at the World Championship. Morihiro Hashimoto, good dart player as well, from Okayama here in Japan. James Wade, relentless, isn't he? One of the most consistent players in world darts. 32 years of age, gets married in a few weeks, and will then head off with the rest of us to Perth, Sydney and Auckland for the next 3 stops on Darts World Series Tour. But an unqualified success is what you could call the Japanese Darts Masters, without a shadow of a doubt. Here we are on the opening night, halfway through the opening night, and it has been a fabulous event so far. Wade, Anderson, Van Gerwen, Peter Wright still to come, as well as the Japanese #1, Haruki Muramatsu. And here is Morihiro Hashimoto.
Yes, and who can remember, I was going to say remember, who can forget those chants that he got at the World Championships? 3,500 chanting his name. Unforgettable experience. But he's up against one of the most solid players in the game in James Wade. Not very often do you see this man
96
get thrashed, although once in the Premier League. But he is one of the most solid, and you know, we keep saying it every time we commentate on James Wade. He is one of the greatest players at taking that just over the 100. You know, 103, 104. He's up there with Phil
41.
Taylor at his best. So it'll be interesting to see when James Wade leaves those type of shots, what he's going to do.
93.
Well, Hashimoto, like all the Japanese dart stars, huge success in soft tip, the Darts Live events, which are becoming bigger and bigger. Reached a semi-final and 5 quarter-finals in the last year or so. Hashimoto.
95.
Well, unlucky. Wants a few more. Yet to see
100.
an upset on the opening night. The closest that we've come. Katsui Aiba, who was beaten 6-4 by Raymond van Barneveld. Barney having to produce 3 ton-plus finishes. Aiba missed 1 dart to go 5-3 in
85.
front in that match, and Barney rallied to win 3 straight legs and set up a quarter-final against Philip Taylor.
100.
The winner of this will potentially have a quarter-final against Gary Anderson on Sunday. Wade on a finish after 12 darts. How much pressure will he be under?
Will he go 25 here? No, he's staying on the treble 20.
60. James Wade, 100.
Sometimes you see players go over the 25, they'll leave the 130, which gives them a better chance at the bullseye, but it's double 16 for James Wade. And double 16 it is.
Just to make your point, anywhere between 100 and 120.
Game on.
There aren't many better.
His percentage of those shots is as good as anyone, I can assure you of that. We study the stats.
60.
Well, you do, Stuart. I just sit here.
Well, you've got your anorak on tonight.
I have.
Just very impressive against the throw, James Wade.
60.
Yeah, Hashimoto has played 3 times in in the World Cup of Darts, twice at the Alexandra Palace. In 2011, you remember, he won a preliminary round match against the youngster Matt Padgett and was drawn to play Gary Anderson in the first round. That's the year that Anderson reached the final and lost to Adrian Lewis, and the crowd were absolutely mad, weren't they, for Hashimoto. He's become a real character. Earlier this month, Hashimoto and Muramatsu in the World Cup of Darts in Frankfurt, whitewashing China, and then they were beaten by the eventual winners in the second round, England. Hashimoto losing to Adrian Lewis in his singles match, but
60.
Disappointed. The big disappointment of James Wade's year was his performance in the Premier League. He's his own harshest critic, he really is, and the fact that he failed to make the playoffs in the Premier League was a source of great disappointment. But always striving to work hard to be better.
100.
Interesting with James Wade, one of the best players of his generation yet to win a World Championship. He's been close.
140.
Well, he has won a good few other majors, and there's a lot of great players around that have never stepped up and won the major. Terry Jenkins always comes to mind. 9 times a runner-up. At least James Wade has won the match play Grand Prix.
41. James Require 35.
Certainly has got it in him to win another major. So now double 10 is his route. Loves the double 10, and that's exactly why. On 35, you see 99% of other players go to 3 double 16. But Wade will always stay away from the 8s and 16s if he can go the tops and 10s route. And to go for that 10s, if he splits it, the 5s is a bad route like the 9s are from the 18s, but it doesn't seem to upset his mindset on it.
83.
Do you think Wade is destined to win a World Championship?
Well, he's good enough at the moment. He just needs to up his consistency.
43.
When you look at the way Van Gerwen and Anderson and Taylor are playing, and right now he's stepping up, he needs to up that consistency.
60.
You never see Wade have many averages over the 100. You know, there are legs when he just says, I can't win this, so I'm a long way behind, and doesn't care.
Yeah.
That's not to say he isn't focused on the other legs.
60.
It's just the way James Wade plays his game.
He's lost World Championship semi-finals, never reached a final.
Well, the one against Adrian Lewis was obviously his best chance when he was well up.
134.
Yeah, well ahead and lost, didn't he? Yeah, darts to win, and he lost 6-5, but he was 5-1 up and lost 6-5.
I think we nicknamed that game Windgate, didn't we?
Yeah. Bit of a draft on the Ali Pali stage. It's the heat that's affecting the players here on the stage in Yokohama on day 1 of the first ever Japan Darts Masters.
100.
Just not scoring enough, Hashimoto, to really trouble Wade. Let's see what he can do here.
81.
A bit of, as we called it or nicknamed it, Steve, scruffy scoring from Hashimoto. Just needs to tighten them up a bit. You know, you're losing a couple of darts, but now Wade on the bullseye.
99.
I was saying, just a couple of scruffy darts means that he would be coming back to guarantee one done at a dart and a bullseye. And yet now he's got to hit a treble to have a dart and a double.
He's still got a chance, got to hit the treble 19. Otherwise Wade will return to try and make it 3 on the spin. Lovely dart. Let's have a look at Hashimoto.
Oh, he's
91.
miscounted.
Well,
Change your bar 25.
He miscounted. He went for the bullseye.
he went for the ball, he miscounted, he now realises what he's done. Oh dear. Double 10 to punish James Wade. He's apologising. Too little, too late for our hero, Hashimoto.
James Wade apologised.
Wow.
He said, sorry about that, I nicked that. And there's Hashimoto saying, I'm so sorry, I miscounted. And little mistakes like that, Stu, you know, he's 3-0 down instead of 2-1. Massive.
Yeah. Just wonder there if just a bit of habit with the soft tip darts, because of course in soft tip, more often than not, they finish on the ball.
140.
Well, 140 from Hashimoto, but it's a miscount there. He's been punished again by James Wade.
135.
Well, that's what the professionals do. You make mistakes, you are going to get punished. And that's why there's people who win tournaments and multiple tournaments, and there's the players that don't. And sometimes, you know,
24.
just when you get to the, you know, the deciding leg, it is in the early part of a game where you see so many people give the advantage away, and it comes back to bite you.
40.
But only 40 from James Wade. Good last start to leave give himself a chance of leaving a finish rather. Should be first to a double, but it depends on James Wade, and well, he is
133.
trying to punish Hashimoto. A ton or better. No pressure again on James Wade. 2 throws ago, Hashimoto was favoured to get to a double first, and now
96.
James Wade has left himself tops, and look where Hashimoto is.
It's just that lack of consistency. What amazes me with Hashimoto, I mean, that first dart from where he's looking, surely the flight and stem are really covering up the treble 20. So surely there's the option of down below. Well, James Wade to go 4-0 up, doesn't miss this too often. Well, he hasn't missed the double 10.
30. 150.
True soft tip fashion would have been 3 balls. Oh, that was unlucky. That really was, because it just kissed the barrel, which took it out of the treble into the single.
As you say, Stuart, soft tip, it would have been 3 balls.
It was, absolutely.
But he set it up absolutely perfect.
He's put pressure on Wade here.
Well, Wade's first dart tend to overpitch on 1s and 5s, and if it goes in, great. If it goes on the top wire, it's a perfect guide. Not a bad guide, but a little bit far away, and that is a good guide.
No score.
You cannot believe that. He's missed 6 darts at doubles here, James Wade. And that raises the roof. Hashimoto, a leg on the board. It's 3-1 now here in Yokohama. Well, this time it was Wade's turn to be punished, wasn't it? For some sloppy finishing.
Well, especially Wade on tops and 10s, down on them 16s and 8s, you kind of, that's par for the course for James. But the tops and the 10s, oh, what
16.
have hurt him. His wages over the last 15 years now, is it? Been around a long time.
96.
Well, since the World Series kicked off in 2013, this is the 8th event.
55.
Been to Dubai 3 times, Sydney twice, Singapore and Perth, and now Japan, opening new frontiers in the world of darts.
140.
I wonder if we'll have a new World Series winner come Sunday.
Well, Hashimoto has had so many great first darts
125.
and not used that advantage to get a big score. Although he hit 2 trebles there, a lot of times his second dart is going
41.
wild.
Well, perhaps a bit of belief here for Morihiro Hashimoto.
Now, surely he can't see that treble from where he's
60.
where he's standing. Those flights must have covered up most of that treble.
$64.
Having broken James Wade's throw to win the 4th leg.
$95.
That's okay.
James Lucar, 160.
See what James Wade could do with this. Yeah, just got off the boil a bit, hasn't he?
60. Morihiro Lucar, 106.
And it's when the pros go off the ball, Stu, that the qualifiers have got to do something about it and make him.
Ralph, whatever you do, don't miscount here. Went for the ball, so tops earlier. This time he needs double 16.
74. James Lucar, 100.
Well, you can be sure if this doesn't go in the treble 20, it'll be 2 double tops now for James Wade. And that's not going to happen. So Hashimoto comes back to hold on to his throw.
60.
He'll get 1 leg closer to James Wade. And this could cause a little bit of a flutter in the nerves of the machine.
Hashimoto gets another leg back. James Wade missed 6 darts for a 4-0 lead. Now we're back to within just a leg. 3-2
100.
in front.
But Wade does have the all-important break of throw, so if he keeps winning, he can't on his throw, then he will walk off the winner. Hashimoto will have to find something exceptional in one of these legs to
60.
break Wade. We talk about rhythms in the game. It's about as solid as it gets. Never rushes a dart. And again we see Hashimoto's second dart going wild.
85. $60.
Just lost the range on the treble 20, James Wade. Gary Anderson, the world champion, coming up soon.
59.
The winner of this to play either Gary Anderson or Yuki Yamada. That's the next match on the stage here in Yokohama.
91.
Yep, to leave a finish.
I don't think he'll go the 3 bullseyes route, Wade. He'll go the more conventional way. Just remind you people who are watching the soft tip, it doesn't actually have a 25. The whole of the 25 and bull is classed as the bullseye. So that's why they play all their games. They went for bull for double top.
Yeah, I think the reason he did that was because Hashimoto is back on
126.
237. Great last dart. Hashimoto had been on a finish, he would have followed that in, wouldn't he, on the treble?
He certainly would have stayed in that treble 20 because it was a perfect treble and could easily be followed, but no need. And again, as I say, Stu,
40.
You know, that dart
James
that's in
Euro
there,
on
it's so
24.
high, it's covering all the treble 20.
That's a good marker. Had to be.
Being shown the sixth leg. James Wade.
So Wade inches towards
the
the finishing line, 4-2 up, first to 6, of course, for a place in the quarterfinals of this Japan Darts Masters.
Again, we see it, although that dart was a little bit higher, so he possibly could see the treble 20. But we see James Wade's darts is sitting in the treble absolutely perfect, so it just opens it up and makes it so inviting. It makes the actual treble 20 bigger, because if you overpitch and it hits a barrel, it will deflect in.
But because they play so much soft tip as well, that one thing that we have noticed tonight is that the Japanese players are very reluctant to switch down to the treble 19 or even to a treble 18. They stay on that treble 20.
140.
The back-to-back 140s from James Wade against the throw.
Yes, Wade, he so wants to hit a treble 20. He just can't find one. I mean, the first two darts are so perfect so many times.
100.
We can just hit another one of these to set it up to break the throw of Hashimoto again, and then he will be on his way, and that's a good last dart.
Yeah, just up the pace, hasn't he? Just gone through the gears, James Wade, when he's needed to. A little like Phil Taylor when he was pushed earlier on, went through the gears to clinch his win.
Well, that 12 darter come at the perfect time, as did A.D. Lewis throw it, 11 darter, and then Barneveld, the 146, and the other 2 ton pluses. They just seem to do it all the time, the professionals. Is he going to go for it? Not Wadey.
He had to leave tops with Hashimoto not on a finish. Yeah, Taylor against Van Barneveld. Confirmed quarter-final here in Japan on Sunday.
$97. James Unicorn 40.
To go within one leg. These tops.
Being shown on the seventh leg. James Wade.
Yeah, he's been pushed, he's been pressurised, and he's responded. Wade now throwing for a place in the last 8 here in Japan.
As we said, Stuart, you know, Barney, a couple of ton plus. Well, finally, he hits a 180, and he's been trying so hard as Wadey. But we see Barney at times taking out the ton plus finishes when needed to be. Stephen Bunting, a couple of good legs when under pressure. A.D. Lewis, the 11 darter. Phil Taylor, the 12 darter. And now James Wade in the 7th leg. Fires in a real strong leg to break the throw and set the win up. Well, just to remind you that there's $50,000 for a 9-dart leg here in the Japan Masters.
Yeah, courtesy of the sponsors. Adding it as a little incentive. There was a car on offer, wasn't there, in
85.
Dubai for a 9-darter, and we came close on a few occasions, didn't we? 6 and 7 perfect darts. Good stuff.
Well, the double 12 was missed 7 times in the Premier League.
For a 9-darter, it was, yeah. But Wade here has been excellent in the last 3 legs.
45. James Unicorn 47.
To take his place, his expected place in the quarterfinals.
7.
Very unlike James Wade. It's such a good leg of darts until those 2 missed doubles.
Yeah, we have to say, Stu, that it's been a little bit disappointing from Hashimoto. We did expect
A little bit more, yeah.
yes, him of all the players to step up, and
Yeah.
perhaps that extra pressure of him
40.
may have caused, you know, a little bit in different form.
Well, double 10, as so often during James Wade's career, counts. And Wade is through to the quarterfinals. But it really mattered. As Hashimoto found a couple of legs in the middle of the match, James Wade reels off 3 on the spin. And Wade is through to a quarter-final clash, possibly against Gary Anderson. The world champion, the Premier League champion, is coming up here in Japan.